The problem I'm having with this device is I have never shot any video longer than 12 minutes. 12 minutes, guys. So today's video is going to be something a little bit different. Actually, you can call it a complaint, but it is what it is. Today I have decided to return my DJI Action 2 camera. So this camera has been around for like 4 months now, and which was released alongside with the GoPro Hero 10, or we could say it was released to compete against the GoPro Hero 10, which is still one of the best action camera in my opinion for 2022. Before getting this device, I actually watched a couple of reviews on YouTube before buying it, and I got it after watching a couple of reviews because that is what you guys do. Maybe you might be watching this video because you're thinking if you should get this, or you're trying to compare this to a GoPro Hero 10 or 9 or whatever action camera that you've got out there. Before I continue with this video, I just want to say quick things. First of all, big ups to every YouTubers out there, especially the product reviewers who've like made it to the point where these manufacturers would contact them to review a product, or would send them a product for them to review. I know it's like a long journey, it's not easy to get to that point. But that being said, yeah, some of the reviewers actually do not even know what they're reviewing, or some of them don't even really take the time to dive into the product, or maybe they do, they see the problems and they don't even address this because they want these companies to send them the next product for next year or next season. I don't know, you tell me. My complaint starts with this device. When I watched YouTube videos, reviews, some said what it is, some said it overheats, some said no, and some who this devices were sent to made a review without saying anything like really bad about it. So I got this device. The first thing I noticed during my unboxing, guys, unboxing video. So when you unbox a product, when you get a new gadget, smartphone or whatever, you turn the device on and you try to play around the menu so that you could understand how this works. So it's not all bad about this device, but what I noticed is everything good about this device is actually the bad thing about the device. I will explain. So first thing first, if you compare these to a GoPro, it looks really sleek. Like it's a tiny device, especially when you take off the module, like when you have only this part, which is lighter than the other one. If you put this side by side with a GoPro Hero 10 or any of the GoPros, it looks smaller, sleeker, nice, good. It comes with a cost, which is the smaller it is, the smaller the battery. And when you have small battery, you have lesser video to make with this device, which is not a good thing. So that is one. Two, it is slick, nice design, built with aluminium or metal, you can say. If this thing gets overheated, it becomes a problem for you to handle, because when you're handling a hot metal, it's really uncomfortable to hold in the hand compared to something like the GoPro, which has a material that is not metal but something like rugged rubber-like. And number three, this modular thing where you can, attach and detach the battery or the dual screen module, depends on which one you buy. When you have this attached to your device, it is no longer waterproof, so you can't go into the water with this. But you know what, I don't really care about any of this. It's not like I didn't know about the waterproofing once the module is attached, because you've got these parts which are exposed, which are the USB Type-C connection and also the part for your memory card. I knew about that already before I bought this, but the problem I'm having with this device is I have never shot any video longer than 12 minutes. 12 minutes, guys. 12 minutes is what I can get with this thing. Reason why is because the battery, oh my god, the battery dies really quick. Another issue is the overheating. Let me address the elephant in the room. This is the main issue I'm having with the DJI Action 2. The overheating is just on another level. Before you go out, before you start typing in the comments, or before you start saying, but oh yeah, the GoPro Heroes from the 5th generation up to even the Hero 10 does do overheat as well. Trust me, it is not up to the level as what you find on this thing, because those are like rugged plastic like material. So even if it does overheat, it releases its heat in a way that you don't feel so uncomfortable. But this is metal. Handling a hot metal is really annoying, and the battery life is just terrible. So when I said the highest time I've shot this thing is not more than 12 minutes, I'm talking about 1080p, not even 4K. The maximum I've done is 2K resolution. I can't even really go up to 4K. And the reason why is because the battery is just gonna die on you if you try to shoot in 4K. The necklace. For every reviews that I watched on YouTube and everything, you know, sometimes you could watch a review and people have got bad experience. You'd be like, you know what? That does not stop me from buying it. I think maybe that is just on them. Maybe the expectation they were having was really too much. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to use it. Definitely, I'm not going to have the same problem that these guys had. So this was my thought. But my main reason I got this over the GoPro was because of this. The fact that you can, you know, put this on your neck and then, you know, put this one like that, and you can walk, and you know, just without thinking that you've got a device on you. Okay, yeah, and you can walk without thinking you've got any device. Sorry, I didn't put that properly, like that. And it's pretty cool, right? Anyways, if you want to see a shot of how this works when it's on your chest, I will leave one. There is a video on my channel about, you know, me trying to work with this on my neck just to see how stable it is. This was the reason I got the device. But there is a catch. Remember how I said I can't shoot more than 12 minutes video? So I want to do a video in 4K. I really can't, because I want my I want the duration of my video to be longer. So restricted to shooting in 2K, and even sometimes coming down up to 1080p. And then sometimes you walk for 10 minutes and this thing is already overheated. Luckily, I do not feel the overheating because it doesn't really touch my skin directly. I've got multiple layers, so it's just like the magnet actually stays in one of your clothes and this just stays outside. So I do not really feel the heat, probably because it's not fully summer. Like you can see how I'm dressed. I think when it is summer, it's going to be a problem. But then, other than this, which I said was the main reason I bought the device, but how annoying it is when I'm trying to shoot a video, working, thinking I can make a video for at least 40 minutes, and then the next 10 minutes my battery or this device just dies on me. It is really frustrating. So each time I've tried to make videos with this thing, like, you know, keep it on record and just do stuff, or just to test it, I noticed the highest record time I have had in this device is 12 minutes. I was still thinking, like, you know what, since I passed my summer in the beach, in the water, maybe if I'm under the water, I make video, I could get much time. But how much time is much time? Definitely this is not gonna, I love to like chase fishes under the water when I'm swimming. I like to, like, you know, just play around, take my time. This is not gonna do much. Like I said, during the unboxing, when I found the issue was overheating, I run onto YouTube, see if there's anything I could do. I run onto YouTube, checking if I could find any solution. And, you know, the Amazon tracking thing, I was just on Amazon again. Anyways, I got this from Amazon and I saw this case came up for DJI. So I was like, okay, let me see what it is. I checked the price. It wasn't too pricey. So I said, you know what? I'm going to give it a try. I bought this. Even when it arrived, putting this on this, which actually I have the video again, I noticed that I could, handle the device more compared to when I using it without the case. So this case actually really helped to trap the heat, but it does not prevent this from overheating. It just prevents you from feeling the heat on your hand. So which actually, in my opinion, is really good thing. But other than that, it doesn't really do much. Yeah, it also gives it protection for the case. So in case when it drops, it feels more rugged. So this actually made me feel like, oh, this looks like a mini GoPro. But other than that, like I said, it doesn't really stop this from getting overheated. Where my complaint is going to is to DJI and to the YouTubers. I think DJI came out with a product that is unfinished. I think this device was rushed because GoPro Hero 10 came out and they needed to release their own action camera, to combat against the GoPro. So they released this Action 2 immediately, because I don't know if software would be able to fix this, but I just give up. I think this was the part that really triggered it. When I tried to connect this to my laptop to, get the footage the footages that I had in here, boy, oh boy, after like, I don't know, 30 minutes or 40 minutes of it being connected, I already synced the footage that I had in here to my laptop. But then I forgot to take it off. In less than an hour, when I was disconnecting this from my laptop, it was so hot that I felt like this is a joke. That really pissed me off. I said, this is a joke. Like, even just being connected to my laptop, that was it. It overheats. When you're charging this, it overheats. So it's like, what the hell? Like, why is this product in the market? This should not be in the market, DJI. And YouTubers who are promoting or just talking shit about how great the device is, you should also say how terrible it is, because I think that is the main point of reviewing. It's not just one side. I don't want to call names, but there are certain people that when they make reviews about product, they are so super hyped, excited, and when you get the device, after watching from them, the expectation versus reality, oh my god, is two different things. And then over time, when you start to use these things, and then you go back to the same video that you watched, you get to find out that they didn't really do a lot of research, or they know about the problem, but they just did not point it out. A simple example is the DJI OM5, which again, so many real YouTubers will tell you that this thing is shit, don't buy it. What I'm trying to say in this video is, if you are planning to buy this device, trust me, you want to think again. You really do want to think again, because you do not want to waste your time and your money to buy a device that cannot even shoot for more than 10 minutes. Trust me, I don't have anything more than 12 minutes in this thing. So I already wrote to the seller already on Amazon that I'm sorry, but I need to return your device. Even this one, when I told the seller about the DJI, I said, this thing's got a problem. You want to know what he said? Actually, what he did, he asked if he could send me a refund, a partial refund of 30% of what I paid. And then the next day, he asked, can I increase it to 40%? 40% of what I paid. You want to know why? Because many people who bought the OM5 are returning the gimbal as well. They've got so many complaints. They returned it, and I'm sure the seller knows about this already. So maybe when I made a complaint that, bro, this does not even do the like basics of a gimbal, and I think he's tired of, you know, making refunds. So he said, I'm going to give you a partial refund if you would keep the device. So 40% for me seemed pretty fair. So I said, you know what, okay, cool. Plus I found out how like I could manage the device, but still it's far from perfect. And just what I want to say is, dear YouTubers, call a product what it is. If a device is shit, or point out the problem they have, so that they could at least try to work on it before it becomes a mass. Because most of these things, first they send you to them, they make the review, and a month or two, it's out in the market. This is why I love people like, you know, MKBHD and Mr. Host the Boss and Saf TV, Super Saf. Like these guys, they tell you what it is. They do not praise they do not hype a product because you sent the product to them. So this is my review. This is my experience. I don't think this device should be out there, especially for the price it's selling for. It's just no way. If it was like maybe half the price or 150, I'm sorry to say 150, but maybe yes. But for an action camera that you cannot shoot more than 10 to 12 minutes, it's a problem. It's not even super hot yet. Yeah. One last thing I want to say. Do you guys know why action cameras comes out in the months of October, November? This is because during winter, when they show the ads of these cameras, it's even if you buy it in October or November, you cannot tell how much problem this is going to give you during the summer. Many people use their action camera during the summer. I use my action camera during the summer. In winter, I don't have what I'm doing. I don't do any sports that is related to snow or winter. So I use my action camera when the weather is okay for me to go out and do activities. There is a catch. GoPro would show you their action camera when people are snowboarding, people are diving in snows and all that. There is a reason, because if the GoPro becomes super hot, because the weather around the surrounding is really cold, it doesn't get overheated. That is why they come out in October, November. But when you buy an action camera and you don't need it during this cold season, but you need yours when it is summer, when the weather is hot, when you really see the backside of the heat, when you really see or feel how hot these devices can go, you would be put off. So I think this is why they come out. These action cameras are released at October, like during the winter season. And yeah, I think they did try to fool people with this, because in winter you can't really tell how terrible this is. But now that the weather is changing, getting really hot, and I personally think, like in July when I'll be back in Italy, I don't think I can handle this thing in us, because Italy is really hot. The part I'm going, Sardinia, is a very hot place. Unless I'm in the water, then it's cold. But holding this outside the sun is going to be really, it's just going to be a pain in the ass or a terrible experience. So I don't want to get to that point. Luckily, I still have like 10 days to return this, and yep, I am returning my DJI Action 2, and I am getting the GoPro Hero 10. If you're planning to get this, just be smart about it. Make sure you do your research properly. Trust me, this Action 2 is not worth it. It's not worth your time and your money. If you've enjoyed the content like this, feel free to leave your comment down below, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Peace out.